There is a boundary to all that we can see, a distant shore at the edge of the cosmic ocean we inhabit. This is not a wall made of matter, but a horizon made of light and time, defining the limits of our known universe. Beyond this edge, information has not had enough time to reach us since the very beginning of everything we have ever known. Everything you have ever seen, every star, every galaxy, every story, exists inside this finite bubble of observation and light. So the question that echoes through the halls of science and philosophy is not if something exists beyond, but what it could be. What is hiding in that silent, unseeable expanse that stretches out just beyond the reach of our most powerful telescopes? The simplest answer, and perhaps the most profound, is simply more of the same, stretching on into an abyss of infinity. Imagine our universe of galaxies not as the entire picture, but as a single grain of sand on an impossibly vast beach. If you could instantly travel past the observable edge, you wouldn't hit a wall. You would simply see new galaxies appearing ahead. Stars and planets and nebula arranged in the same cosmic web that we see here, repeating forever and ever without end. This idea of a vast and uniform cosmos suggests that what is hiding is not strange, but simply a continuation of the familiar. In this endless space, every possible arrangement of matter must eventually repeat, a concept of staggering and humbling scale. Somewhere out there, that repeating pattern, another version of you might be looking up at their own sky wondering the same thing. But our journey into the unknown begins with the mechanism that created this boundary in the first place: cosmic inflation. In the first fraction of a second after the Big Bang, the universe expanded faster than the speed of light itself. This explosive growth stretched the fabric of space-time, pushing vast regions of the cosmos forever beyond our causal reach. What we call our observable universe is just the small patch that settled down and became visible to us after that initial flash. The universe beyond our horizon is not a different place. It is merely the part of our own home we can never receive a letter from. This unseeable realm is likely billions of times larger than everything we can currently perceive, a truly humbling thought. The laws of physics we know and understand should still hold true in these distant, unreachable pockets of space-time. But some theories suggest that the story of what is hiding beyond is far stranger than just more stars and more galaxies. What if the Big Bang that created our universe was not a unique event, but just one of many, constantly happening? This is the idea of eternal inflation, painting a picture of a cosmic foam, a multiverse of countless bubble universes. Each bubble is a universe of its own, born from a quantum fluctuation in a parent cosmos, expanding into its own existence. Our universe, everything we have ever known, would be but one bubble in an endless, effervescent sea of creation. The space between these bubbles is not empty, but is a chaotic, eternally inflating ocean of energy, birthing new worlds. In this scenario, what is hiding beyond our cosmic horizon is not just more space, but entirely different universes, forever separate. Some of these other universes might be similar to ours, governed by physical laws that allow for stars and life to form. But others could be radically different, with more dimensions, different fundamental forces, or constants that make them sterile and strange. Universes where gravity is a repulsive force, or where atoms cannot form stable bonds, creating realities we cannot even imagine. The edge of our cosmos, then, is not just a limit of vision, but the trembling surface of our own cosmic bubble. Beyond it lies a landscape of possibilities so vast it renders our own grand universe into something small and provincial. There is another way to think about what lies beyond, one that is written in the language of mathematics and symmetry. It suggests that the reality beyond our view is not just larger or more varied, but is a perfect mathematical reflection. Imagine the universe as a giant crystal, with our observable patch being just one facet of a much larger, symmetrical structure. This theory arises from attempts to understand the deep structure of space-time and the initial conditions of the Big Bang itself. In this view, the universe on the other side of the Big Bang before time began could be a mirror image of our own. A universe where time flows backward from that initial point, an anti-universe expanding in the opposite temporal direction. So what is hiding beyond the observable cosmos could be the distant future of this mirrored time-reversed twin. The boundary is not just one of space, but a fundamental partition in the very structure of time and causality. These are not fantasies, but serious proposals born from the elegant and often strange conclusions of our deepest physical theories. They remind us that what we see is profoundly limited by the nature of light and the finite age of our cosmos. The cosmic microwave background radiation, the oldest light we can detect, is a glowing wall that blocks our view of the beginning. It is the afterglow of creation, a curtain behind which the infant universe hides its most profound secrets from our eyes. And beyond that curtain, beyond the first light, lies the realm that we are now exploring with our minds and our mathematics. The truth is, we do not know what is hiding there, and we may never have the capacity to know for sure. This ultimate mystery is not a failure of science, but rather a testament to the scale of the stage on which we exist. It invites a sense of profound wonder, a recognition that the map of reality is far larger than the small island we inhabit. The unseeable cosmos whispers a single constant message to us across the horizon. There is always something more to the story. So let your mind drift past that boundary into the quiet, speculative dark where the grandest possibilities take shape and form. Consider the Level 1 multiverse, the most conservative and direct extension of our current cosmological models. In an infinite space governed by the same physical laws, the building blocks of matter can only arrange themselves in a finite number of ways. Therefore, over infinite distance, the configuration of our entire observable universe must repeat. Somewhere out there, beyond the horizon, is another sphere identical to ours, containing another Earth and another you, a staggering but logical consequence of infinity itself. Then we have the Level 2 multiverse, born from the theory of chaotic eternal inflation. Here, the inflating space-time of a parent cosmos gives birth to new bubble universes, each potentially with different fundamental constants of nature. What lies beyond our horizon is not just more of our universe, but an endless foam of other universes, each a distinct physical reality. They are causally disconnected, forever separated by an expanding sea of energy, their existence inferred only through the mathematical elegance of inflationary theory. String theory and M-theory propose yet another vision, the brain world scenario or Level 3 multiverse. Our entire four-dimensional universe may be just one brain floating in a higher dimensional space, a bulk. Other brains, other universes could be floating parallel to our own, perhaps only millimeters away in that higher dimension. The gravity we feel might be the only force leaking across the gap, hinting at the presence of these colossal, unseen neighbors hiding just outside our familiar dimensions. Another possibility is that the cosmos beyond our view is fundamentally fractal. Just as a coastline reveals more complexity the closer you look, the universe at large scales could possess a structure that repeats infinitely. Our cluster of galaxies could be part of a supercluster, which is part of a hypercluster, and so on, without end. In this model, what is hiding is not a different reality, but a layer of structure so immense that our entire observable universe is just an insignificant starting point in an endless hierarchy. We must also confront the nature of the vacuum itself. What we perceive as empty space is actually a roiling sea of quantum foam, with virtual particles popping in and out of existence. Some theories suggest that beyond our well-behaved low-energy vacuum state, there could exist regions of a, quote, false vacuum. If our universe were to tunnel into one of these states, the laws of physics would be rewritten instantly, a cataclysmic phase transition expanding at the speed of light from a distant, unseen point. The conformal cyclic cosmology model offers a truly mind-bending alternative. It proposes that the end of our universe, after all matter has decayed and black holes have evaporated in a cold, dark void, becomes the Big Bang for a new universe. The infinite future of one eon becomes the initial singularity of the next. What lies beyond our cosmic horizon, then, is not other places, but other times, the ghostly remnants of a previous universe and the seeds of the one that will follow ours in an endless cycle. Let us explore the holographic principle, a startling concept from black hole thermodynamics and string theory. It suggests that all the information contained within a volume of space can be described by a theory on the boundary of that region. Taken to its cosmic conclusion, this could mean our three-dimensional universe is a holographic projection of information stored on a two-dimensional surface at the cosmic horizon. What is hiding beyond is not a place, but the very source code from which our reality is projected. There is also the unsettling possibility of a big rip or big crunch lurking beyond our vision. If the dark energy accelerating the universe's expansion is not constant, it could be growing stronger, eventually tearing apart galaxies, stars, and even atoms. Alternatively, if the universe's density is higher than we measure, the expansion could one day reverse, and everything we see is just one part of a colossal collapse, an event whose origins lie in the vast, unseen cosmic mass beyond our horizon. The concept of a mathematical universe, or the level 4 multiverse, posits that reality itself is a mathematical structure. Every self-consistent mathematical structure that can be conceived also exists as a physical reality. In this ultimate ensemble, what is beyond our universe is not just different physics, but different mathematics, different logic, different realities, based on axioms completely alien to our own. Our universe is just one entry in a cosmic library containing every possible story that can be told through numbers. What if the universe is not homogeneous on the largest scales? Our assumption that the cosmos is the same everywhere is a core principle, but it is an assumption. Beyond our horizon, the universe could transition into something completely different, a domain with a different texture, a different density of matter, or even a domain where space is not isotropic, having a preferred direction. We could be living in a small, calm pocket of a much larger, more chaotic and varied cosmic structure, a tranquil island in a stormy sea. The arrow of time itself might be a local phenomenon, perhaps beyond our observable sphere. In regions of different entropy, time does not have a clear forward direction. There could be pockets of space-time where time runs backward, or where it is cyclical, or where it branches into multiple futures. The boundary we perceive is not just a limit on sight, but a transition into regions where the fundamental narrative structure of cause and effect, of past, present, and future simply ceases to apply in the way we understand it. Some physicists speculate about exotic matter and energy that might dominate in the unseeable cosmos. We already postulate dark matter and dark energy, but there could be other, even stranger components to reality that only become significant on scales far larger than our observable patch. These could create cosmic structures or gravitational effects that are completely unprecedented, sculpting the universe beyond our view into shapes and forms that would defy all of our current simulations and theories of cosmic evolution. The size of the extra dimensions proposed by string theory could vary across the cosmos. In our region of space, these dimensions are curled up to an incredibly small size, but beyond our horizon, they might be much larger. This could lead to a universe where gravity behaves differently, allowing for stable planetary orbits around binary star systems or other exotic configurations impossible in our local patch of spacetime. The laws of physics would be the same, but their expression would be radically different. The fundamental constants we take for granted, like the speed of light or the charge of an electron, might not be constant at all. They could be fields that have settled into a specific value in our cosmic neighborhood. Beyond the horizon, these fields could have different values, creating a universe with a completely different chemistry and physics, a place where stars might burn 1 billion times faster, or where the forces that bind atoms are too weak to allow for complex structures to form at all. We might exist within a vast, ancient, and mostly empty void. The structure we see, the cosmic web of galaxies, could be an anomaly, a rare pocket of density in a universe that is, on average, far more desolate than our instruments suggest. What is hiding beyond the edge might be nothing at all, for unimaginable distances. Just a cold, dark, and ever-expanding emptiness that makes our own vibrant cosmic neighborhood seem like an impossible miracle. A fleeting flicker of light in an eternal, silent darkness. The information paradox of black holes raises another strange possibility. When a black hole evaporates, does the information about what fell in get destroyed? Or does it escape? Some theories suggest it may emerge into another universe. If so, then black holes could be gateways, and the universe beyond our horizon could be seeded with the information and matter from black holes that have existed in a parent cosmos, a form of cosmic inheritance passed down through these enigmatic singularities. Let's consider the idea of a sentient universe, or a technological one. Over truly cosmic timescales, life, if it is common, might evolve beyond the biological and technological forms we know. It could learn to manipulate the fabric of space-time itself. What lies beyond our horizon could be a region of the universe that has been engineered, a cosmic-scale work of art or computation, created by intelligence so advanced, it would be indistinguishable from a law of physics to us. The many-worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics provides a different kind of multiverse. Every quantum measurement, every probabilistic event, causes reality to split into parallel universes, one for each possible outcome. In this view, what lies beyond the cosmic horizon is less important than what lies parallel to us. Countless versions of our universe exist, separated not by space, but by a divergence in quantum history, a silent, invisible branching that happens continuously, every single moment. The very concept of beyond might be a flaw in our intuition. Space-time might be finite but unbounded, like the surface of a sphere. If you travel in one direction for long enough, you would simply end up back where you started. In this case, there is nothing beyond the cosmos. Instead, the light from distant galaxies would eventually wrap all the way around, and the most distant objects we see could, in theory, be ghostly images of our own Milky Way in its distant past. The unseeable universe may contain topological defects, remnants from the early universe's phase transitions. These could be cosmic strings, one-dimensional objects of immense density stretching across the cosmos, or domain walls, two-dimensional membranes separating regions with different physical laws. These structures would be of a scale we can barely comprehend, and their gravitational influence could be subtly shaping the evolution of the cosmos in ways we are only just beginning to search for. We must also consider the simulation hypothesis. While philosophically intriguing, it suggests that our entire reality is a computed simulation. If so, the observable universe is simply the rendered portion of the simulation. What lies beyond is not a physical place, but unrendered data, or perhaps the hard limit of the computational resources running our existence. The boundary is not one of light and time, but of processing power and memory allocation, a firewall at the edge of our programmed world. The nature of dark matter is one of our greatest mysteries, and its properties could define the unseen cosmos. Perhaps dark matter is not one substance, but a whole dark sector of particles with its own forces, akin to our familiar matter. Beyond our horizon, the ratio of dark matter to normal matter could be different, leading to universes that are structurally bizarre. Imagine galaxies made almost entirely of dark matter, with only a faint sprinkling of stars, silent cities of invisible substance. The primordial magnetic fields of the early universe could have been much stronger in other regions of space-time. Beyond our view could lie a cosmos dominated by magnetism, where plasma dynamics on a galactic scale create structures and phenomena completely absent from our observable patch. Immense electrical currents could flow between galaxies, powering celestial engines of unimaginable power and creating a universe that is far more dynamic and violent than the one we currently observe through our telescopes. There's the possibility that our universe is a quantum fluctuation that tunneled out of a previous, static state of nothingness, a timeless, spaceless void. If this can happen once, it can happen again. What exists beyond our space-time bubble is perhaps this primordial state of non-existence, the pre-cosmic substrate from which other universes might also spontaneously emerge. The ultimate boundary is not between our space and more space, but between existence and the potential for existence itself. The principle of mediocrity suggests that there is nothing special about our position in the universe. Extending this, perhaps there is nothing special about our universe's age. We could be part of a much older cosmos, and our observable region is just a rejuvenated patch that recently underwent its own Big Bang. What is hiding beyond could be ancient, burned-out galaxies from a previous era of star formation, a cosmic graveyard surrounding our cradle of emergent light and life. We could be inside a black hole. According to some theories, the singularity at the center of a black hole could be the Big Bang for a new, child universe. If this is true, our entire cosmos would be contained within a black hole that exists in a larger parent universe. What lies beyond our cosmic horizon would be the space-time of that parent reality, a place whose laws and dimensions could be wildly different, and whose existence we could never, ever confirm from within our prison of gravity. Let's re-examine the cosmic microwave background. While it appears mostly uniform, tiny temperature fluctuations have been found. Some anomalies, like the cold spot, are statistically unlikely. Some cosmologists have speculated this could be the bruise left by a collision between our bubble universe and another in the distant past. What hides beyond the horizon is a history of cosmic impacts, a silent record of our universe's interactions with its neighbors in the multiverse. The idea of a superfluid spacetime suggests that what we call the vacuum of space could be a kind of liquid. Just as water can have ripples and vortices, spacetime could have large-scale structures and flows. Beyond our horizon, we could be entering a region of cosmic turbulence, where the fabric of reality itself is warped and twisted in ways that would stretch and distort any matter that entered it. Our calm cosmic pond might just be one small part of a much larger, stormier ocean. The fine-tuning of our universe for life is a profound mystery. The anthropic principle suggests that we naturally find ourselves in a universe that can support us. If a multiverse exists, then what lies beyond our horizon are countless universes that are sterile and dead, with physical constants not conducive to life. We simply exist in the one that worked. The unseen cosmos is a graveyard of failed realities, a testament to the astronomical unlikelihood of our own improbable existence. The ultimate answer to what lies beyond may be that the question itself is meaningless. Concepts like beyond and outside are rooted in our three-dimensional experience. If the universe is a self-contained entity, as general relativity suggests it could be, then there is no outside for it to be in. The cosmos does not exist within anything else. It is everything. Asking what is beyond it is like asking what is north of the North Pole. The boundary is conceptual, not physical. The universe might be a single static object in a higher dimension, what is known as a block universe. In this model, all of time, past, present, and future, exists simultaneously. Our consciousness simply moves through it, creating the illusion of flow. What lies beyond our cosmic horizon is not a place you can travel to, but a future or past region of this block that is simply inaccessible to us. It is already there, written into the fabric of spacetime, a story whose ending we cannot yet read. Consider the idea of asymptotic safety in quantum gravity. It suggests that the laws of physics might change at extremely high energies, converging to a fixed point. The universe beyond our view, having expanded and cooled for longer, could be in a different physical regime than our own. It might be a place where gravity behaves in a predictable, quantum way on large scales. A placid, ordered cosmos compared to the chaotic quantum foam we believe dominated our own beginning. What if the expansion of the universe is an illusion? A fringe but fascinating idea posits that the universe is not expanding, but that the mass of all particles is increasing over time. This would cause atoms to shrink and clocks to speed up, creating the illusion of distant galaxies receding. In this model, the universe beyond our horizon is simply where it has always been, a static and perhaps infinite cosmos that we are misinterpreting through a local, mass-based lens. The nature of reality might be purely relational, where objects and properties only exist in relation to other things. In this framework, the universe beyond is a nonsensical concept because it has no objects that can be in relation to us. It is a realm of pure potential, without defined properties or existence until it enters our light cone and becomes part of our relational network. It is not hiding. It is simply waiting to be called into being by interacting with our future. The scale of the cosmos might be so vast that our entire observable universe is just one quantum fluctuation within a much larger, stable universe. Just as virtual particles pop out of the vacuum, perhaps entire universes do as well, only to quickly collapse and disappear. We might be living in a fluctuation that, by sheer chance, was large enough and lasted long enough for stars and galaxies to form. Beyond our edge is the calm, baseline reality from which we briefly and improbably emerged. The eerie, dark flow, a mysterious, coherent motion of galaxy clusters towards a specific point in the sky, has been a controversial observation. Some astronomers have suggested it could be the gravitational pull of a massive structure lying just beyond our horizon, This would mean that what is hiding there is not uniform at all, but contains concentrations of mass so colossal they can reach across the boundary of vision and tug on our entire section of the universe. The idea of a conscious universe suggests that consciousness is not a product of brains, but a fundamental property of reality. In this panpsychist view, the cosmos beyond our sight would also be imbued with some form of consciousness. Not an intelligence, but a fundamental awareness. The universe would not be a collection of dead matter, but a living, feeling entity on a scale that is impossible for us to grasp, and our small bubble of awareness is just one thought in that cosmic mind. We might be living in the aftermath of a big bounce, not a big bang. In this scenario, a previous universe contracted, reached a point of maximum density, and then bounced into the expansion we see today. What lies beyond our horizon are the receding remnants of this pre-bounce cosmos. We are not seeing the edge of creation, but the edge of the most recent cosmic rebirth, a single breath in the life of an oscillating, eternal universe that has no true beginning and no ultimate end. The fabric of space-time itself could be pixelated at the smallest possible scale, the Planck length. If so, this quantum foam might have different properties in other regions of the cosmos. Beyond our horizon could be a universe with a different resolution, a place where the fundamental graininess of reality is larger or smaller, subtly altering the laws of physics and the nature of matter in ways that would make that region fundamentally distinct from our own well-defined corner of existence. It's possible that the speed of light was much faster in the early universe. If it can vary, perhaps it varies not just in time, but in space. Beyond our cosmic horizon could be regions where light travels slower or faster than it does here. This would create a cosmos with distorted causality and strange relativistic effects, a place where the fundamental speed limit that underpins all of our physics is merely a local bylaw, not a universal decree, changing the very nature of space and time. Let us return to the most simple and perhaps most terrifying possibility. Perhaps our universe is finite, not just the observable part, but all of it. It doesn't curve back on itself, and it doesn't stretch on forever, it just stops. What lies beyond that absolute edge? Not more space, not other universes, not even a void, nothing. The absolute absence of existence, time, and physical law. A concept so alien that the human mind cannot truly grasp it. The place where being itself ends. The search for what is hiding beyond is, in many ways, a search for ourselves. The theories we create are reflections of our deepest questions about origin, purpose, and reality. The unseeable cosmos acts as a perfect canvas onto which we project our greatest hopes, our most profound fears, and our most creative mathematical ideas. It is a mirror reflecting the limits not just of our telescopes, but of our understanding, a frontier that will always recede as our knowledge grows. What if the universe beyond our sight is not just different but actively evolving? Just as life on Earth evolves, perhaps the laws of physics themselves evolve over cosmic time. In older regions of the universe beyond our view, the laws could be more complex, more mature than our own. We might be living in a cosmologically young region, with simple physics, while the true complexity of reality is unfolding in the ancient, unseeable expanse that lies forever beyond our direct perception. The ultimate truth may be a synthesis of many of these ideas. Perhaps we live in one bubble universe, within an eternally inflating multiverse, and this entire structure is a holographic projection of information from a lower dimensional boundary, which itself is one of countless mathematical structures that exist. Reality may not have a single, simple answer, but may instead be layered with complexity, each theory we devise uncovering just one more level of a truly bottomless, unfathomable cosmic architecture. We are beings defined by horizons, the horizon of our sight, the horizon of our lifespan, the horizon of our knowledge. The cosmic horizon is the ultimate expression of this fundamental limit. It reminds us that we are finite creatures adrift in a sea of possibilities that may well be infinite. Its existence is not a barrier to be broken, but a humbling landmark that gives our small, illuminated world its precious meaning against the backdrop of endless, silent mystery. The light that is just now reaching us from the edge of the observable universe began its journey when the cosmos was an infant. As you listen to these words, new light from new, previously unseen regions of space is crossing that threshold for the first time. The observable universe is growing, moment by moment. What is hiding beyond is slowly, patiently, revealing itself, one photon at a time, a message in a bottle that has been traveling toward us since the dawn of time. All of these ideas, from the simple to the profoundly strange, share a common thread. They all suggest that our reality, our entire universe of 1 trillion galaxies, is likely just a small, perhaps insignificant, part of a much grander and more complex whole. This realization does not diminish us. Instead, it connects us to that grandeur, making our brief existence part of a story that is vastly larger and more wondrous than we could ever have imagined on our own. The silent darkness between the stars is not empty. It is filled with these questions, with these possibilities. It is pregnant with the potential for realities beyond our own. Looking up at the night sky is not just about seeing the past. It is about looking toward a boundary, a cosmic shoreline, and wondering what unimaginable new oceans of existence might lie just beyond that faint, distant glow at the very edge of everything we know. And so, the universe that is hiding beyond our sight is not a place to be feared but a concept to be embraced. It is the ultimate source of wonder, the engine of curiosity. It is the permanent and beautiful mystery that ensures we will never run out of questions to ask, of grand ideas to contemplate, or of new ways to feel a profound and meditative connection to the vast, silent, and spectacular cosmos. What is hiding beyond the observable cosmos right now is the next chapter of the story, waiting to be read. It is the space where all possibilities reside, a realm of pure potential. And as you drift into stillness, you can imagine your own consciousness expanding outward, past the farthest star, past the edge of light, and into that peaceful, infinite, and undiscovered country that lies quietly beyond the horizon. The simplest and perhaps most staggering possibility is that the universe beyond our sight is simply an infinite continuation of what we already see. In an endless space, every possible configuration of particles must eventually repeat. This means that far beyond our horizon, another sphere of space exists that is identical to ours, containing another you, reading this, living an identical life. This is the haunting and logical conclusion of infinity, a silent echo of our existence, scattered across an impossibly vast cosmic tapestry. Another, more chaotic vision comes from the theory of eternal inflation, which suggests our Big Bang was not a unique event. Instead, imagine a vast, eternally expanding metaverse that constantly gives birth to new bubble universes, like ours. Each bubble could have fundamentally different laws of physics. What hides beyond our cosmic edge is not just more space, but an endless foam of separate realities, a multiverse of possibilities where our entire existence is but one fleeting, isolated pocket of order in a sea of creation. String theory offers a different perspective, suggesting our universe is a three-dimensional brain floating in a higher dimensional space called the bulk. Other brains, other universes could be floating parallel to ours, perhaps less than a millimeter away in that unseen dimension. Gravity might be the only force capable of leaking between these cosmic membranes. What lies beyond our horizon in this view is not distant, but adjacent, a parallel reality whose silent presence is hinted at only by the persistent pull of gravity itself. We assume the universe is the same everywhere, but this is an untested assumption on the largest scales. What if our cosmic neighborhood is an anomaly? Beyond our horizon, the universe could transition into a region with a vastly different density of matter, a different texture of space-time, or even a different set of dominant physical laws. We could be living in a calm, orderly province of a much larger, more chaotic, and varied cosmic kingdom, forever ignorant of the strange lands that lie beyond our borders. Consider the conformal cyclic cosmology model, which imagines an endless sequence of universes, or eons. In this view, the infinitely distant future of our universe, when all matter has decayed and only photons remain, becomes mathematically identical to the Big Bang of the next eon. What lies beyond our temporal beginning is the end of a previous universe. The cosmic microwave background, the oldest light we can see, might even hold the faint, ghostly traces of black hole collisions from that long-dead cosmic parent. The holographic principle is a mind-bending idea suggesting all the information contained in our three-dimensional universe is actually encoded on a two-dimensional surface at its boundary. This would mean our reality is a complex holographic projection. What is hiding beyond the observable cosmos, then, is not another place, but the very source code of our existence, the flat plane upon which the grand illusion of depth, distance, and life is written. We are the image, and the horizon is the screen. Instead of a singular Big Bang, some models propose a big bounce. In this scenario, a previous universe contracted under its own gravity, reached a point of immense density, and then bounced outward to become the expanding universe we inhabit today. What lies beyond our cosmic vision is therefore not the beginning of everything, but simply the receding material from a prior cosmic age. Our creation story is not the first chapter, but merely the latest in a potentially infinite cycle of cosmic collapse and rebirth. The block universe theory suggests that time is not a flow, but a dimension, just like space. The past, present, and future all exist simultaneously and eternally. Our consciousness merely experiences the illusion of passing through this static block of space-time. What is hiding beyond our cosmic horizon, therefore, is not a place, but a time. It is a future region of this four-dimensional block that is causally disconnected from us, a chapter of the cosmic story that has already been written but which we cannot yet read. The most abstract proposal is the mathematical universe hypothesis, which posits that physical existence and mathematical existence are the same thing. Every self-consistent mathematical structure corresponds to a physically real universe. What lies beyond our cosmos is not just a universe with different physics, but one with different mathematics. Imagine realities based on alien geometries and logics we can't even conceive of. Our universe is but one entry in a grand cosmic library containing every possible abstract structure. We might also be living within a sophisticated computer simulation. If so, the observable universe is simply the rendered area of our programmed reality. The cosmic horizon is not a physical boundary of light and time, but the processing limit of the system running our world. Beyond that edge, there is nothing to see because the data has not been computed. It is the invisible wall at the end of the map, a hint that our entire existence might be an elegant, but finite, piece of software. It is a theoretical possibility that our entire universe is contained within a black hole that exists in a larger parent universe. The mathematics of a black hole singularity and the Big Bang singularity share some surprising similarities. If this were true, what we call the beyond would be the parent reality itself, a place from which we are forever cut off by the event horizon we call our cosmic boundary. Our grand universe could be just one of countless others, each nested inside the black holes of the one before. Our universe exists in a stable, low-energy vacuum state, but there could be other, less stable states called a false vacuum. If a region of space, even one far beyond our horizon, were to decay into a lower energy state, a bubble of this new reality would expand at the speed of light, destroying everything in its path and rewriting the laws of physics as it passed. What hides beyond could be a silent, ticking time bomb, a quantum instability that could one day erase our entire existence. The early universe may have created topological defects in the fabric of space-time, like cosmic strings or domain walls. These would be immense structures of concentrated energy, stretching for billions of light years. A cosmic string passing through a galaxy could cause stars to wink out of existence. A domain wall would be a literal barrier in space with different physical laws on the other side. The universe beyond our view could be crisscrossed by these immense and invisible structures, shaping its evolution in strange ways. The anthropic principle offers a philosophical answer. In a vast multiverse of bubble universes, with physical constants varying randomly in each, most would be sterile and lifeless. We simply find ourselves in one of the rare universes whose constants happen to be perfectly fine-tuned for life to emerge. What is hiding beyond the horizon, then, is an immense graveyard of failed universes, a silent majority of dead realities that make our own existence an improbable and precious accident of cosmic statistics. The fundamental constants of nature that we measure, such as the strength of gravity or the speed of light, might not be truly constant across the entire cosmos. They could be local values that have frozen in our particular region of space. Beyond our horizon, these values could be different, leading to a universe with an entirely different character. Imagine a place where stars are blue giants that burn out in 1,000 years, or where gravity is too weak to form galaxies at all. One possible fate of our universe is asymptotic silence. The accelerating expansion of space, driven by dark energy, is pushing galaxies apart faster than light can travel between them. Eventually, every other galaxy will recede beyond our horizon, leaving our own Milky Way as a solitary island in an endless empty void. What is beyond the horizon, then, is our own future, a state of profound and inescapable isolation, where the rest of the universe has become, for all practical purposes, a memory. The universe could have a fractal structure, with patterns repeating on ever larger scales. Our cosmic web of galaxies could be a single thread in a larger tapestry, which in turn is a thread in an even grander structure, and so on forever. In this scenario, what lies beyond is not a different kind of reality, but simply more of the same hierarchical pattern, escalating in size to a degree of complexity that is truly infinite. Our entire observable universe would be an infinitesimal speck in this endless cosmic fractal. We might be living in an unusually dense part of the universe. It's conceivable that our region of galaxies and clusters is a rare anomaly, and that beyond the horizon lies a vast, superscale void, far emptier than any we have ever observed. Our vibrant cosmos could be a temporary island of matter in an overwhelmingly desolate and empty reality. The true nature of the universe would not be the cosmic web we see, but a profound and near-total emptiness, making our existence an even greater statistical wonder. Over cosmic timescales of trillions of years, intelligent life could become so advanced that it learns to engineer spacetime itself. These Kardashev-type force civilizations would be indistinguishable from gods to us. What is hiding beyond our horizon might be a region of the universe that has been deliberately structured and organized by such an intelligence. The seemingly natural laws we observe could be, in that region, merely the local bylaws of a cosmic-scale engineering project. The forward arrow of time, which we experience as the flow from past to future, is tied to the increasing entropy or disorder of the universe since the Big Bang. But what if the Big Bang was not a low-entropy state for the entire cosmos? Beyond our horizon could lie regions where entropy is decreasing, where time effectively runs backward. It could be a mirror universe, causally separate, where broken eggs reassemble and stars gather dust to be born from nebulae. The dark matter that makes up most of the universe's mass is a complete mystery. We assume it's a simple, non-interacting substance, but it could be a whole dark sector of particles, with its own rich physics, its own dark chemistry, and its own dark forces. Beyond our horizon, the ratio of dark matter to normal matter could be different, leading to the formation of vast, invisible structures and galaxies made almost entirely of a substance whose nature we can only guess at. A finite but unbounded universe is another possibility. This would be a cosmos that is closed, like the surface of a sphere. If you could travel in a straight line for long enough, you would end up right back where you started. In this case, there is no beyond. The most distant galaxies we see might actually be ghostly, ancient images of our own galaxy, its light having circumnavigated the entire cosmos to reach us. The edge of our vision would be a look back at our own cosmic home. Our universe may be fundamentally asymmetric. The dominance of matter over antimatter is a profound puzzle. Perhaps this is a local phenomenon. Beyond our observable horizon could lie vast domains of the universe that are made entirely of antimatter. An anti-galaxy from that region would look identical to our own, but contact between the two would result in mutual annihilation on a scale that is difficult to comprehend. The boundary would be the most violent and energetic place in the cosmos. The many-worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics suggests every quantum event spawns a new parallel universe for each possible outcome. These universes don't exist beyond our cosmic horizon in space, but alongside us in an abstract space of possibilities. Countless versions of you exist in these parallel worlds, having made different choices. In this view, the most profound beyond is not spatial, but quantum. an invisible, ever-branching tree of alternate realities that contains every story that could have been. The concept of cosmic natural selection proposes that universes are born from black holes, and those that produce more black holes are more successful. The physical laws might mutate slightly with each new generation. What hides beyond our universe, then, is a cosmic ecosystem of parent and child universes, with laws of physics that have been fine-tuned over countless generations to be maximally effective at creating the black holes that serve as their seeds. Our existence would be a byproduct of this cosmic evolutionary process. The final humbling possibility is that our human minds and the language we use are simply not equipped to understand the true nature of what lies beyond. Concepts like space, time, and existence might be emergent properties of our specific universe. The reality beyond our horizon might not be describable in any language or mathematics we could ever devise. It might be a state of being so alien that to even ask the question, "What is it?" is to fundamentally misunderstand its nature. Some anomalous data, like the axis of evil in the cosmic microwave background, show strange alignments across the entire observable sky. Some cosmologists speculate this could be the influence of a structure or geometry from the pre-inflationary era, a relic from before the Big Bang. What is hiding beyond is not just distant, but ancient, a fossilized imprint of a time before time, a structure whose shadow is cast across the entire 13.8 billion years of our cosmic history. The ultimate fate of our universe, and those beyond, is likely a cold, dark, and quiet state known as heat death. After trillions upon trillions of years, all stars will have burned out, all black holes will have evaporated, and all that will remain is a thin, cold soup of elementary particles. The dynamic, structured universe we see is a fleeting, temporary phase. What lies beyond in the far future is a state of eternal, unchanging equilibrium, a final, silent, and peaceful darkness. What if information is the most fundamental aspect of reality? In this it-from-bit view, space-time and particles are secondary, emerging from a deeper layer of informational processing. What exists beyond our horizon could be a region with a different operating system, a different informational logic. It wouldn't be a place of matter and energy as we know it, but a realm of pure information, a cosmic computer running on principles that are utterly alien to the physics of our own familiar program. In the end, all of these theories are simply stories we tell to make sense of the darkness. They are magnificent, intricate maps of a territory we have never seen and may never see. The true nature of what is hiding beyond the cosmos may be one of these ideas, or none of them, or a truth so strange it has not yet entered a human mind. The value lies not in finding the one correct answer, but in the act of questioning itself, in the profound sense of awe that comes from contemplating the ultimate frontier. The expansion of space is not uniform. Gravity causes matter to clump together, forming the cosmic web, while dark energy pushes the empty voids apart. The universe beyond our view is sculpted by this eternal, cosmic battle. It is a landscape of unimaginable scale, with superclusters of galaxies locked in gravitational embrace, separated by voids so vast that light would take billions of years to cross them. A silent, dark, and beautiful architecture of matter, shaped by the fundamental forces of nature. The cosmic neutrino background, a sea of ghostly particles left over from the first second of the Big Bang, permeates all of space. These neutrinos travel to us from an era even before the first light was released. While we cannot yet map it, this background radiation contains an image of the universe at an earlier, more mysterious stage. What lies beyond is not only a spatial frontier, but a temporal one, with secrets that are carried to us not by light, but by these nearly undetectable phantoms from creation's dawn. Ultimately, the boundary of our vision is a horizon of time. We cannot see beyond it because the light from that region has not had the 13.8 billion years necessary to reach us. But this is a receding boundary. With each passing second, a little more of the universe becomes visible to us. A sliver of previously unseen space, one light second thick, is revealed. What is hiding beyond is, in a very real sense, the immediate future of cosmic discovery, a slow and steady unveiling of the unknown. Let your mind rest on this simple fact. Everything you know, every person, every place, every thought, every star in the sky exists inside this finite sphere of observation. And beyond it, the story continues. Whether it is more of the same or something entirely new and strange, the cosmos does not end where our sight does. This knowledge is a profound invitation to humility, a gentle reminder of our small place in a reality that is grander, older, and more mysterious than we can fully comprehend. The unseeable cosmos is the ultimate blank canvas. On it, we can paint our most elaborate theories, driven by the pure logic of mathematics. These ideas, from extra dimensions to bubble universes, are not mere speculation. They are the disciplined results of our quest to find a single elegant theory that can describe all of reality. The universe beyond our sight is the hidden realm, where our theories must ultimately prove themselves, the silent arbiter of our scientific imagination. Consider that the laws of physics themselves might be an emergent property of the universe's complexity, much like the laws of biology emerge from chemistry. In the very different conditions that might exist beyond our horizon, a completely different set of emergent physical laws could take hold. The universe could be a patchwork quilt of different physical regimes, with our observable patch being just one square, governed by the rules that happen to crystallize here in the aftermath of our particular Big Bang. The overwhelming majority of the universe we can see is empty space. This immense void is not nothingness. It is the stage upon which everything happens. If the universe beyond is similar, then what is hiding there is mostly a vast, silent, and cold darkness, a placid ocean of near-nothingness, punctuated by infinitesimally small islands of light and matter. This profound emptiness is the true default state of the cosmos, making every star and every galaxy a precious and brilliant exception. The question of what lies beyond is a modern version of the ancient maps that marked unknown territories with "Here be dragons." For us, the dragons are black holes, multiverses, and holographic principles. It shows that the human spirit of exploration has not diminished. It has simply shifted its focus from the earthly to the cosmic. The frontier is no longer a distant continent, but the very edge of space-time, and our ships are not made of wood, but of mathematics and telescopes. Whatever is out there, it is unfolding in a realm without observers. Countless stars are being born, galaxies are colliding, and worlds are forming in a silent, indifferent majesty that no one will ever witness. This unseeable reality is a humbling reminder that the universe does not exist for our benefit. It is a vast, self-contained entity, and our ability to perceive a tiny fraction of it is a rare and fleeting privilege, a brief moment of consciousness in an eternal, unobserved cosmic drama. The accelerating expansion of space means that we are losing the universe. Galaxies that are visible today will, in the far future, cross our cosmic horizon and disappear from our view forever. The answer to what is beyond is therefore constantly changing. It includes parts of our own universe that are being actively and irreversibly stolen from our sight by the relentless stretching of space-time itself. The unseeable realm is not just distant, it is growing, consuming our own cosmos. The simplest answer remains the most profound. Hiding beyond the observable cosmos right now is likely just more. More stars, more galaxies, more planets, more silence, stretching on and on. There may be no grand trick, no hidden reality, no alternate physics. There may only be a scale, a vastness so complete and so humbling that it defies our attempts to decorate it with complex theories. Just a quiet, majestic, and perhaps infinite continuation of the same cosmic beauty we see above us every night. This exploration of the beyond brings us back to ourselves. Our brains, made of stardust, have evolved the capacity to ask these questions. We are the universe's way of thinking about itself. The mystery of what lies beyond our sight is not a separate external problem. It is a fundamental part of the human condition, an expression of our own innate curiosity and our deep, meditative desire to understand our place within the grand, silent whole. The energy in empty space, the dark energy that drives cosmic expansion, is a complete mystery. Its value is tiny, but if it were much larger, the universe would have flown apart before galaxies could form. Perhaps our region is a rare bubble where the energy is low. Beyond our horizon, the vacuum energy could be much higher, creating a chaotic, storm-tossed cosmos where no structures can form. our universe would be a calm harbor in an endless, violent sea. The final answer may lie in a theory we have not yet dreamed of, a theory of everything that will unite quantum mechanics and general relativity. This future physics may reveal that the question what is beyond is based on flawed assumptions, and that the true structure of reality is something more elegant and interconnected than our current ideas of separate distant spaces. The horizon may not be a boundary between places, but a transition in the very nature of physical law. The cosmic horizon is the ultimate vanishing point. It is the place where all our lines of sight converge and stop. It is a perfect metaphor for the limits of knowledge, a constant reminder that there will always be a mystery beyond our grasp. Embracing this limit is not a form of surrender. It is a source of peace. It allows us to appreciate the beauty of what we can see, without being anxious about the infinite mystery that we cannot. As you listen, light that has been traveling for 13.8 billion years is completing its journey and crossing into our observable sphere for the very first time. You are, in this moment, able to see a sliver of the universe that no human has ever seen before. The universe is revealing itself to you moment by moment. What is hiding beyond is slowly becoming what is here, a patient and continuous gift from the distant past, delivered at the speed of light. All of these grand cosmic possibilities, from infinite repetition to nested black holes, serve a single unifying purpose. They expand our sense of what is possible. They break the chains of our everyday perception and connect us to a scale of existence that is sublime and awe-inspiring. They transform the silent, dark sky from a simple backdrop into a canvas of infinite potential, a space for the mind to wander and to wonder. The darkness that hides the universe beyond is not an absence of things, but an absence of information. It is a temporary veil imposed by the finite speed of light. Behind that veil, the universe continues, indifferent to our gaze. It is a place of absolute silence, where galaxies spin and stars burn without an audience. Contemplating this silent, unobserved majesty is a profound form of meditation, a way of connecting with the pure, unadorned reality of the cosmos. In the end, what is hiding beyond the cosmos is the part of the story that we are not meant to know for certain. Its power lies in its mystery. It is the great what if that fuels our science, our philosophy, and our art. It is the ultimate object of human curiosity, a question that will echo through the generations, always reminding us that the universe is not just stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine. So let your mind drift past this final horizon. Let it float into the speculative darkness where these possibilities reside. There is no need for answers here, only a quiet sense of wonder. The universe beyond is not a destination to be reached, but a concept to be held in the mind. It is a peaceful, endless expanse of potential, a perfect thought to hold as you yourself drift from the world of knowing into the silent, boundless universe of sleep.